You know, Ayurveda is one of my favorite ancient medicinal practices, and oiling your belly button is part of that. So what does it help with? Helps boost fertility, helps ease menstrual cramps, helps reduce the chance of infection, joint pain, hair health, and even an upset stomach. I just put a little bit of castor oil, organic, hexane-free, in my belly button each night.
Okay, so I've been putting castor oil in my belly button. Castor oil navel oiling can help with digestion, joint pain, inflammation, menstrual cramps, fibroids, cysts.
This is 7 weeks of me navel oiling. Put it in the belly button. I let that get in there, all marinated, and then I rub everything else around on the areas of fat that I want to lose.
I do this every single night. It has helped me so much with my regularity. I have a bowel movement like clockwork the same time every morning. It helps with my inflammation. It helps with my IBS. It helps with my menstrual cramps that I've had for years. Grab the dropper, drop it inside your belly button, and you just want to rub it and massage it into your belly button for just a few seconds.
And I'm feeling
Hello there, my lemon slices, and welcome back to the Lemonade Stand, or welcome if you are new. My name is Brianna. I'm a certified personal trainer, a big, huge biology nerd, and a registered dietitian to be. Currently a dietetic intern, to be exact. And today, we've got another fun discussion about TikTok health trends, which I should really just make a series on my channel at this point. There does not seem to be any end in sight to these. Now, don't worry, this one's not as dangerous as eating borax, but it's definitely hilarious. Navel oiling. Before we proceed, if you love science-based health, wellness, and fitness education with some lulz and a lot of self-deprecating dry sarcasm on the way, hit that subscribe button and join the Lemonade Stand because we would just really love to have you here. Without a moment further of introductions, let's make some lemonade. But I'm drinking coffee. You guys know how for the dinosaurs it was the meteor? For us humans, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be TikTok. Imagine that. So you heard me correctly in the intro there. Navel oiling. Yes. Navel like belly button navel. And it is exactly how you are picturing it. Pour a little bit of oil, specifically castor oil in today's discussion, in their belly button, then just chill while it marinates for however long. For those who are on the go, I have seen them pour some castor oil in their belly button and then saran wrap their torso so it stays in place. If it sounds ridiculous, that's because it is. So supporters and proponents of navel oiling say that it has some of the following health benefits. Keep in mind, this is not an exhaustive list. Aid in and improve digestion, help constipation, improve fertility, help with menstrual cramps, decreases your chances for infection.
Putting oil in our belly buttons. Why would we want to do this? It boosts fertility, it helps with menstrual cramps, it can decrease joint pain, it helps with your hair health, it can help with an upset stomach, and it decreases your chances of infection.
Stimulate nutrient absorption, detoxification, and one of my personal favorites, burn that belly fat, baby. Weight loss. Oh boy. So in case you haven't figured out yet by my sarcastic tone and by the rest of my videos, there is no scientific evidence to back up the practice of navel oiling. The practice of navel oiling with castor oil has roots in Ayurveda. Ayurveda is an Eastern medicinal practice. I guess I use the term medicinal lightly because it's really not based in science, based on a lot of what most people would say is woo-woo, pseudoscience and all that kind of stuff. Ayurvedic practices are not used in conventional medicine because they're not conclusively proven to work. So in terms of navel oiling, it's believed that your body can absorb nutrients through a gland called the Pachati gland, which according to Ayurveda is located in the vicinity of your belly button. Therefore, anything you place in or near your navel, such as castor oil, can be absorbed through this gland. Even though there is no such evidence that this gland even exists, like I said, this has been a practice in Ayurveda for many moons. I guess we should talk about what castor oil even is. I guess I shouldn't assume that people know what it is. Hold on, let me go get my dogs from outside. What is castor oil and does it do anything at all? Castor oil is an oil that's extracted from the bean of the castor bean plant, which is native to areas such as Africa, India, and South America. And it's basically extracted by squeezing the crap out of the bean until you get oil out of it. The seeds of the castor plant are actually highly toxic to humans and animals because of a toxin called ricin. If you eat the seeds of the castor plant directly, ricin toxicity can take hold in as little as 4 hours and make you extremely ill and even kill you. It can cause GI bleeding, pulmonary edema, shock, and eventually, possibly, death. Ricin is so powerful, it's actually been used in biological warfare at certain points throughout history. According to the CDC, ricin is one of the most toxic biological agents out there, and it's actually classed as a Category B bioterrorism agent and a Schedule 1 chemical warfare agent. Now, I know all that sounds scary, but don't be scared. The extraction process used to extract the oil from the castor plant actually negates the effects of ricin, rendering it safe for us humans to slather all over our bodies and even consume. So castor oil is not new, like not at all. As I said before, the use of castor oil for navel oiling does have roots in the practice of Ayurveda, which dates back centuries. But it's been used by many people for many things worldwide and is still used even today. Some uses that you may have heard of for castor oil are labor induction, laxative, uses in beauty and skincare. I have castor oil in my house right now. I have a bottle of castor oil in my giant basket of hair care products under my sink. I use it occasionally as a way to seal the ends of my hair so that the ends of my hair won't dry out. Because castor oil is such a thick, heavy oil, it does a good job of keeping the ends of my hair moisturized, especially in the colder months during the year. Something else that I use castor oil for is my nail care. I regularly get dip manicures, and I usually soak off my own manicures. Part of the soaking off your nails is you have to soak them in acetone. And acetone on your skin can dry the hell out of your skin like crazy. So before I wrap my fingers in, like, you know, the aluminum foil things with the cotton ball soaked in acetone, I put castor oil on my fingertips and around my nail cuticles before I put it on, and it protects my skin and my nail cuticles from being dried out by the acetone. Another personal example I have is my dad told me when he was a kid growing up in Alabama, he and his brothers would be going to visit distant relatives somewhere, and after the long road trip, he said that he had an aunt that would greet all of them with a spoonful of castor oil to swallow, and it tastes horrendous. And he said his aunts would make him and his brothers drink castor oil to help them, as a laxative, to help them have a bowel movement. And there is actually evidence to support the use of castor oil as a laxative. So much so that the United States Food and Drug Administration has given it GRAS status. GRAS means generally recognized as safe, and has actually approved the use of castor oil as a stimulant laxative. Basically, it's a really popular product in a lot of households all over the world. But TikTok will have you thinking that these things are like hot new products that are brand new to the market. So revolutionary. Like, Karen, sit down. Ancient Egyptians have been using castor oil long before you started shoving it up your snap. So I like the way the Today Show put it in an article that I came across researching for this video. They said, quote, "Castor oil is not new, but lately it's become social media's favorite cure-all," end quote. And I have noticed that social media, especially TikTok, really does tend to do that. I don't know if there's some kind of like Avengers headquarters or like some kind of Fortress of Doom or some kind of high council for health and wellness influencers where they just sit in a room and decide what random thing or like basic household product is going to be the next like hot new thing in health and wellness. I got it. How about Windex? Oh my God, what? Tell me more. We could say that putting 5 drops of Windex in your water and then drinking it will cure PCOS and help you lose weight. Oh my God, that's genius. Melissa, go ahead and write it up and start pumping out these posts. Come on, guys. We've got a lot of grifting to do. So what about castor oil in your belly button? Well, the truth is, according to my own research, it probably won't hurt you, but it also probably won't help you either. If you're interested in ingesting castor oil, I do recommend checking with your healthcare provider if you have that access, just to make sure that it's okay for you to do. I did say that the FDA has given castor oil GRAS status, but generally recognized as safe does not mean safe for all the time. And even though castor oil is approved and considered safe to use as a laxative, there are still some risks associated with it, so just be aware of that. But Brianna, what about everyone's amazing, miraculous results doing navel oiling with castor oil? Well, my little lemon slice, I'm so glad you asked. I will tell you how I explain everyone's amazing results. I explain it in the same way that I explain MLM products always seeming to help everybody lose weight and fix their fertility and cure their PCOS PCOS and make them pee unicorns and poop rainbows? In my opinion, it's one of two things. It's either A, the placebo effect, or B, a down the line result of them doing other things alongside using whatever product they're using that they're hailing as a cure-all. From the National Institute of Health, the placebo effect is the beneficial health outcome resulting from a person's anticipation that an intervention will help. Now, the effects of the placebo effect are very often relied on when it comes to scientific experimentation. Randomized double-blind placebo-controlled trials are considered to be the gold standard when it comes to scientific research. Seriously, people actually say the gold standard. It's like the Rolls-Royce of study designs. In this type of study, you have a control group and an experimental group, and subjects are randomly assigned to each group. The experimental group gets the actual treatment, while the control group gets the placebo. The placebo is inactive, it's the fake treatment, but it looks exactly the same as the real treatment. And it's called double blind because neither the subjects nor the researchers know who is getting what treatment. When the outcomes are compared between the experimental group and the control group, the results can indicate whether any changes that happen in the experimental group are because of the actual treatment or just by chance. So if we apply this to navel oiling, picture this. You're somebody who has been desperate to lose weight your entire life, like a lot of people are. You've tried every crash diet. You have tried every dietary supplement that an MLM hunt has pitched to you. You've done the 75 hard 5 times because it's not sustainable because it's only 75 days, and you keep regaining back all the weight that you lost. You're frustrated, fed up, sick, tired, and desperate. But just when you're about to lose hope for good, some girl on TikTok tells you about navel oiling and how it helped her lose 20 pounds in 3 months. She says that losing weight is as easy as putting castor oil in your belly button and just letting it marinate. You think, wow, that's so easy, and I have castor oil upstairs in my bathroom. This chick on TikTok is really selling this castor oil stuff. Finally, you get so excited that you just decide you've got to try it, right? I'm gonna try this. It worked for this chick. It worked for all these people on TikTok. Why wouldn't it work for me? What do I have to lose? So you do it. You try it for 7 days straight, then you step on the scale and bam! You've lost 8 pounds this week. Well, I'll be. Navel oiling works. Except it doesn't. That, my friends, is the placebo effect. Because simply putting castor oil in your belly button is not going to result in weight loss. The mechanism doesn't even make sense. As if there even is a mechanism. I've yet to hear a single person actually explain how castor oil in the belly button actually does this. Like, what is the mechanism that it does this? No one's explained it. But am I really surprised that an influencer hasn't explained the science behind something? And then remember, the other way things like this work is by the second thing I said. Remember, people achieve their desired outcome as a down the line result of other things that they were doing in addition to using the product or applying the treatment. If we maintain my example of somebody trying to lose weight, you start navel oiling with castor oil every night and you're really excited about this newfound lifestyle that you're establishing. So to match your new healthy oily navel lifestyle, you also decide you're going to start exercising more. You're going to decrease your portion sizes whenever you eat. You're going to eat more fruits and veggies. You're going to start drinking more water, and you're going to stop snacking at night. And then, oh my God, look at that. After a month of all this, you have lost 10 pounds. Clearly, it's the navel oiling that's caused me to lose weight, right? Wrong. Because there's zero evidence that simply putting castor oil in your belly button is going to result in weight loss. The reason you have lost weight is more likely because of all of the other things that you were doing on top of navel oiling. However, in this situation, most people are going to give credit to the navel oiling and not all the other stuff that they've been doing. And why wouldn't they? You've tried every crash diet out there. You've tried supplement after supplement. You started navel oiling, and this time you finally lost weight. Thus, the TikTok video with the title, "Navel Oiling Helped Me Lose Weight," is born. So as part of my closing thoughts here, I will say that navel oiling is probably one of the most innocuous, harmless TikTok health trends floating around there in the stratosphere. It's probably not hurting anyone, but it is stupid in my opinion. Now that being said, even though the thing itself is likely harmless, people online saying that this can treat or cure certain conditions is what can be potentially dangerous. I mean, we saw someone say that it can decrease your chances of infection, remember that?
And it decreases your chances of infection.
Helps reduce the chance of infection.
I really, really hope that nobody who was taking antibiotics saw that and decided to stop taking their antibiotics that were actually helping them and start navel oiling instead. That's how things like this can become harmful and dangerous, even if the thing itself is pretty harmless and pretty innocuous. Anyway, that's all I got to say about navel oiling. As usual, stay informed, stay educated, maintain a healthy dose of skepticism, know how to do your research, not from unqualified and uneducated influencers who don't ever cite their sources, and always stay hungry for knowledge. If you made it to this point in the video, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you made it here, how about you comment navel? If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you would like to see more videos similar to this, hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys probably about next month with another ridiculous TikTok health trend. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Queen Lemon, over and out. Onyx has not been doing a great job emotionally supporting me during this very difficult spider time in my life. Look at him. I'm coming over to him, and he's rolling over because he wants belly rubs. What about me, Onyx? What about what I need? Oh, wow, am I boring you? He's just really not going to show me any affection at all. He's just going to expect me to give it all to him. This is a very one-sided relationship, Onyx. That's very toxic. But I love you so much that I'm going to ingratiate you and give you belly rubs anyway.